African girl got the spice, she got it. Caribbeans, Jamaicans, I got a message. She can be my brown skin queen. Oh, brown skin girl, skin just like pie.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jerica, but you can call me Jer, and this is just Jer. Thank you so much for clicking today's video, because today we are going to be talking about the tools that I personally use as a content creator and the things I feel like that help me be the most successful, basically. And so with all this being said, y'all do not have to have not one, not two, not three, not four, any or all of these things to be successful. These are just things that I personally have kind of accumulated over the years that I feel like have kind of aided in my success, or having my content kind of look a certain way, or have a certain aesthetic or vibe that I am going for. So just keep that in mind before we even get into the video, okay? Also, before I forget, follow me on Instagram at justjer as always, so that you can stay up to date, stay connected, and see my cute pictures as always. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the top tools that I use as a content creator. Okay, so definitely the first thing is going to be the camera that I am using to film on my YouTube channel. I feel like this is like a typical like vlogger camera. Y'all probably seen it everywhere, but that is the Canon GX7. Since I have the Mark II, I don't really know the difference between the Mark II and the Mark III, but I personally have the Mark II. I'll be sure to insert like a clip of what the camera looks like, just in case you are unfamiliar with it. But I really do enjoy this camera. My favorite part definitely would have to be the screen that flips up so you can actually see what is going on. You know, you can make sure that you are always in the frame, and it also does autofocus, which is something else that I enjoy. So far this camera hasn't steered me wrong. I know a lot of people say that after time the screen will fall off, but I've had mine for over maybe about a year now, and we're still hanging in there strong, so that's good. So I actually paid around $700 for this camera when I first graduated about a year ago. So if you feel like you do not have $700, that is okay. Don't just go splurging $700 if you feel like you don't have $700, obviously. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know how much I personally pay for things. Some of the things I am gonna be showing you, I've had them for so long, I probably don't know the price, but I have found just kind of like a range of prices for y'all based on like, you know, like Amazon or something. So I did end up getting this Canon G7X from Amazon for about $700. Okay. Okay, next I have this beautiful camera. This was actually one of my first real cameras. I've never filmed, I don't think I've ever filmed anything with this camera, but this is just my photography camera. I used to do all of my pictures that I would take for like my Instagram and stuff on this camera, but I'm actually thinking about getting a new one just because of how like bulky and like this is just a lot. This is a lot to carry, a lot to deal with, but it does take really nice pictures. So yeah, so I was actually gifted this camera like quite some time ago. Like I actually don't really remember if it was like Christmas or a birthday or something like that, but when I googled on the Amazon, this camera actually runs for about $1,000. So yeah, but it is an actual professional camera. This is the Nikon D3200. Don't really know what that means, but I got me a nice fancy camera that's probably gonna last me the rest of my life. So, but I do tend to get one to take pictures with that is gonna be a little bit smaller, probably here in the future. Moving on. Next we have a camera tripod. So this is I kind of need a new one, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I've had this one for so long, don't even know where it came from. It just kind of appeared at the house one day, and I was like, oh, I can use that. So that's what I did. But like, let me see, the brand says Vanguard. I don't really know what that means, but I do know that real camera tripods, like not one for your phone, but like an actual camera, can run between like $15 to $40 depending obviously on the quality and where you may or may not buy it from. So keep that in mind if you're going to go looking. This one just pop, ooh, the legs just pop out and it extends to about a pretty good size, I might say. So yeah, and then obviously you just screw the camera in. I actually have used my Nikon camera and my Canon camera for this, for filming myself. So yeah, definitely a tripod, because you're not gonna always probably have someone to help you with content and actually like stand there and film for you. But if you do, you got a personal person tripod by all means, okay? Okay, so next we got another tripod. So this particular tripod is specifically for my phone. I actually don't do too much filming with my phone anymore, but it has the same concept. I don't know if you've probably seen a tripod before, y'all, but it extends pretty big. But these phone tripods on Amazon, according to my professional research, can run between $20 to $40. I feel like these would actually be a little bit more expensive, just because in this day and age, more people are typically going to be using their phones for everything compared to that of a camera, like a real camera. So, but this one, I mean, it's not like the best, like, you know, it's just, it gets the job done if I need my phone to be propped up. But I actually feel like I haven't used this in some time. Oh my gosh, I think I could put my camera in this. There's like a little hole right here. Wait a minute, I didn't know that. This one is so much lighter than that other one. I really could have been using this one. Well, that's good to know. So yeah, so it actually looks like it could hold my phone. This part extends, and it can hold my camera. Hopefully, maybe it won't fit, I don't know. But yeah, so I definitely have these two tripods, one for my camera, one for my phone. Okay, okay, so next, I actually cannot like physically hold this because y'all are actually sitting, well, I'm filming with the tripod right now. So I actually have a tripod that came with the Canon G7X. Came with a tripod, and y'all are actually like, you know, not propped up on it, but like connected to it right now. So I'll be sure to insert a clip of exactly what it looks like when it came. This is, I've never bought a different tripod for the camera that I'm using right now. I've been using the one that came with it for $700. They better have sent me a tripod. Okay, if you want to know more about like what specifically came in the box when I got the camera, let me know. Drop it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to just give you all the information that you need. But you could always look it up too if that's easier for you. Okay, so yeah, definitely the tripod to hold up the camera that you're gonna be vlogging with. So keep that in mind, because you don't want to have to hold or drop your camera. Moving on. Okay, so this is kind of awkward. Oh, okay, hold on. Is this supposed to, I can't see. My eyelashes literally like to fold into my eyes. I don't understand. Okay, y'all, sorry. Okay, so next we have a ring light. Honestly, could not tell you what inch this is, but I got it for Christmas. So, yeah. I don't think it's the biggest one that you can get, but I don't think it's the smallest one. So it might be like a, what is it, like a 13? I don't know. I feel like it's like in between. But this one comes with a little Bluetooth remote that you connect to your phone. Obviously, you see this little phone piece right here. I feel like this is best for filming when I don't get to catch a lot of natural light. I typically like to film, like right now I'm filming in front of the window. So as y'all can see, the light looks good. But if that doesn't go well, we always use this. Or sometimes if I just use it for the phone prop, because it's a whole tripod, low key. But it actually, here we go. This particular one I think came from Walmart. And this, you know, ring lights run about $30-ish. They're not cheap by any means. But here's the buttons. It actually has like, it's not plugged in, so I can't turn it on for you. But it has like a cool and a warm setting, and you can make it like brighter or dimmer, you know, depending on the vibes. Okay, so that's what I do love about this. I think this, I mean, it was a good investment even though I didn't have to pay for it, but I told them exactly the one that I wanted and that I wanted to use. So I definitely tried to pick something that had multiple features included. Okay, wow, this is going good. So next, SD cards. This SanDisk, hope I'm saying it right. SanDisk is actually my favorite brand of SD cards for whatever reason. I'm sure they all do the same thing, but I don't know, like I feel like these are the ones that I've always used. This is a 128 gigabyte, and I think this pack came with 3. I'm not saying that you have to have this brand. I'm not saying that you have to have the exact gigabytes, but if you are going to be filming or taking pictures or doing anything in front of a camera, you're gonna need some memory, you're gonna need some storage. So unless you're one of those people that really just like don't mind like filming then deleting, by all means do that. But if you're like me, you don't really feel like doing all that, get you a pack of SD cards. They're actually quite expensive, but I think on Amazon they run, depending on how many you get, they run between $30 to $50. It's kind of a lot, but I think I asked for these for like Christmas or something, y'all. You gotta be smart. Like when they ask you what you want for your birthday and Christmas and you know you need stuff like this, ask for stuff like this so you don't have to buy. I still think I got like 2 in here, so yeah. So then when they actually get full, I think I might go through and delete and then reuse them again. Smart. All right, so next, I definitely invested in a Apple laptop. So this is a MacBook Air, I believe. It's not the biggest one, it's like the smallest one, but probably the smallest storage. I think I paid about $1,000 for this laptop. It was my graduation gift to myself. Y'all see she cute? Y'all see my little laptop cover? It's so pretty. I got the gold, even though their gold literally looks rose gold now. I don't know why, but it's okay. It's still really pretty. I definitely chose, like, you don't have to have a MacBook, obviously, $1,000 laptop, but I specifically chose this because I know the quality of like their screens and colors and like how colors look on their screen is really nice. So, and I knew that I could get a lot of content creator tools that kind of already come with that, and it was just a lot nicer than what I already had. So yeah, I think before I had like a Lenovo, like some kind of touch screen, but the brightness had gone out, so it wasn't bright at all. It was just like a I don't know, it was like a robot. Like it was chunky, it was just not it. It was heavy. It wasn't the move. It was time for upgrade. So there's my life story. I have my handy dandy iPad. Yes. My lock screen matches my sticker. So I do a lot of business here on this iPad. This is where I typically, what do I use the most? I think I use GoodNotes the most, which we're gonna get into that. I think you do have to pay for GoodNotes. Let's see how much it is real quick since it's here. How much is it? I feel like it was like $10. I could be wrong. I forgot, y'all, but I do use GoodNotes the most, and Procreate is what I use to do all my digital designs. If you haven't seen them, you need to go follow me at Just Your Studio on Instagram so that you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, this was probably like, if I didn't have anything else, I would have to have this iPad. This is my life in one little. And it's not an iPad Air. I think before I had like a mini or something, but I upgraded and I got a regular, a size. Yeah. And of course the Apple Pencil that definitely did not come with it, but and I got it engraved with my name on it. I don't know if you can see that, but here's the Apple Pencil. I actually forgot how much that was. I feel like it was like $100. I could be wrong, but something like that. It was a lot. So next we have a couple of small things that I use. This is another reason, well, this is another reason why I wanted all Apple products when it came to like the devices and things that I use, obviously minus the camera, because I do like the fact that I can airdrop something from my like iPad to my laptop, from my laptop to my phone, from my laptop to my iPad. Like everything's just kind of interconnected. But if I'm unable to do that, I use this SD card adapter. So the SD card obviously goes in this end, and I plug this part up right to my phone. I actually forgot how much this was, but I'll be sure to put it somewhere on the screen so that y'all know once I look it up later, you know. So I actually have had this for quite some time. Yeah, I think I actually got it from Best Buy at the time, but I'm sure like you can get anything from Amazon, but definitely have a SD card adapter. Okay. All right, and next I have I don't know if y'all have ever seen a MacBook, but they literally have like no ports on the side. Like USB, not a thing. So I actually ended up getting this adapter because I knew that when I first got my laptop, I got this adapter that has 3 USB ports and it holds a SD card. That's really all I need. So I just, you know, plug it up, and I normally go ahead and put my SD card in this part and plug it up to my computer, and then boom, everything that's from my camera is right on my computer, ready for me to edit. And yeah, I think that's very useful because I don't really want to do the whole like Bluetooth on the camera thing to connect. Like that's just too much when you could just buy this. Forgot how much it was, so I'll put it on the screen for you somewhere so you can see. I'm sure they make fancier ones. I actually wish I had one that like a HDMI. So I have a friend and she has one just like this, but it has an HDMI on it. So I might have to upgrade just so I can have one with an HDMI, because I have needed it before. So yes, another adapter. Alright, so this isn't really like super important, but I just thought I'd show y'all my cute little Apple mouse, because I really thought I was doing something when I had to get the laptop, had to get the Apple mouse. You can't even see. There you go, there's that Apple sign right there. I actually do not use this as much as I thought, but I know that some people tend to like to use a mouse better than in the touchpad on a laptop. I wasn't sure what kind of person I was going to be. I think I prefer the touchpad, but since I pay for the mouse, best believe I'll be trying to use the mouse. I typically use it a lot when I'm editing or designing something on my laptop specifically. So just keep that in mind. If you know that you're someone who likes to use a mouse better, I definitely think you should invest in one. It does not have to be that fancy of one. I forgot how much this was, so I'll be sure to put this up on the screen as well for you so that you know how much to invest when you are upgrading your life. Okay, moving on to the next thing. Okay, so let's get into the softwares and apps and things that I use as a creator. Aid me in a lot of my editing and all that stuff. So first on the list, I think we've already went over this one, Procreate. Procreate is on there. Procreate is like $4.99 in the App Store, I think, so it's around $5. Good Notes is another good one. Don't really know how much that one is. That one might be $5.99. That one might be $4.99. It might be $10. I really could not tell you honestly. So Procreate and Good Notes are the two that I specifically use on my iPad. So moving on to the next one is going to be TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is a Chrome extension that I actually had to add to my Google Chrome to use for my YouTube channel. So that I feel like I started with like, you know, like keyword search and stuff like that, tags and things like that. I use the free version, y'all. Like I haven't paid for any of that. So I don't think I'm quite there yet. I don't think I need to be paying for it. So, but if I feel like I need to in the future, I definitely would look into the investment. But for now, we're just using the free version of TubeBuddy. Next is going to be Imovie, which comes on the Apple laptop, which is another reason why I specifically wanted the Apple laptop, because I knew it came with things I needed. I know that a lot of YouTubers use like, is it Final Cut, Adobe Premiere, like they use other stuff you gotta actually pay for whether you have the Apple laptop or not. iMovie came with it, and it's super simple to use and to edit videos. If y'all would like for me to make a video to show y'all exactly how I edit my YouTube videos using iMovie, let me know. Drop that in the comments below. Let me know. Ask and you shall receive. Okay, Canva is another really good one. I feel like everyone in the world uses Canva, and if you don't, you need to, because it's like a free version of Illustrator, maybe a little bit of mixture of Photoshop in there, which I do know how to use Illustrator, Photoshop, but if I'm just, they just take too long to use sometimes. I really do love Canva. It's like, I use it for everything. Any and everything. If I'm making anything that needs to be posted digitally, like flyers, posts, I don't know, any and everything. Canva. And I don't even have Canva Pro, so I have the free version. So honestly, anytime I need to like remove a background or do something fancy like that, I'll just open my Photoshop or Illustrator and do it that way. If I wanted like a specific font that I could download, I would do it through Illustrator. Yeah, and do it that way. If I have some, you know, it just depends. And it's free. So an app that I actually use that is on my phone is InShot. Have y'all heard of InShot? I hope so, because it is like the simplest editing, it's the simplest video editing app that I have found by far on a phone. Like, it's so simple and you can do so much with it, and it's free. Like, you have to like watch a bunch of ads and stuff, but other than that, your time isn't free. But the app itself is free, and I don't know, I love it. I love how easily you can cut and move around and kind of overlap. And the only thing is that obviously you can't add sound. Like if I'm making a reel or a TikTok, I have to cut the video to be whatever amount of time, whatever duration, then upload it into say TikTok or Instagram, and then add the music. But sometimes I wish I could have the music in the InShot app so that I could perfectly sync the clips. Perfectly sync the clips with the music. So sometimes that's a struggle, but other than that, I really have no complaints with InShot. Okay, so moving on. All right, last thing on our list for today is another app that I use to specifically edit my Instagram photos, and that is gonna be Lightroom. So like I said before, if y'all would like me to do a more in-depth video on how I edit my Instagram pictures using Lightroom or any other things that I might use, let me know in the comments below. Asking you shall receive, so we'll see. But yeah, I definitely mainly would use Lightroom because I actually have a preset that I use that is saved in my Lightroom that I use for every picture on my Instagram, so that they all look kind of, not, why was I about to say symmetrical? They all look kind of, what's the word? Uniform, you know, in a way. I like for my Instagram to look a certain way, so I try to keep that in mind when I'm editing. So yeah, Lightroom, and I definitely use the free version. I don't know if there's like there's a paid version I know that you can use on like your desktop and stuff like that. So if you want to be all fancy, do that. But keep in mind, y'all, I feel like using those desktop softwares like Illustrator, Photoshop, Lightroom, Adobe Premiere, like all that stuff, that kind of stuff takes more time to learn. So definitely take advantage of these free options that I am gifting to you, that you probably already know about anyways, but I'm just telling you what I use. So yeah, definitely start with the free options until you kind of figure out what you like, what you want to do. Do you even need the paid options? Are the free options working for you? Are they not enough for you? I definitely think take advantage of them while you can, and do with it, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Okay, is that everything? I really think that's everything I use. I probably forgot something, but guess we'll never know. All right guys, so that is it for today's video. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm an open book. I am not gonna gatekeep any information. I would definitely be more than happy to share, send you links, whatever you need to get started, you let me know. Okay, so thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you for tuning in and watching your girl. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope that you can start your content creator journey, because y'all, it is a good time. It's super fun. It's a great hobby. I love being behind the camera. I love using the cameras. I love being in front of the camera, behind the camera. I love editing. I love taking pictures, taking videos, all that. So it's definitely quite the time for me. And as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Let me say, brown skin girl, don't you know you're beautiful? Yeah, melanin, just so instructable.